hide the truth, there's no guarantee they can bring him back. Still, she reassures him that the people working on the project will do everything they can to retrieve him. Then, she looks him in the eye and reminds him of what's at stake. He has a chance to save his wife's life. That, she says, is worth the risk. At a dimly lit bar, Ethan injects himself with a drug, his hands trembling. He tells Jude firmly that he's not going to leave Xantha. He insists he's not the kind of person who saves the world. He never was. Jude pushes back, suggesting there might be more to the story about Ethan's father. That hits a nerve. Ethan snaps, saying his father abandoned him when he was only 8. He believes his mother would still be alive if his father had stayed. That's why he refuses to follow in his footsteps, why he can't risk Xantha's life for a mission he may never return from. Jude doesn't give up. He asks what Ethan will do if Xantha's condition gets worse. He reminds him this might be the only chance to save her. In a flashback, young Ethan sits alone on the floor, saddened by the absence of his father on his birthday. Just then, Richard appears, carrying a gift. Before Ethan can open it, Richard speaks with a calm but serious tone. He tells Ethan that he's been given a position of great authority and advises him to grow into someone important, someone who matters. He warns that the gift might hurt a little but promises it's for a greater purpose, and one day, Ethan will understand. As Ethan unwraps the box, a machine suddenly clamps onto his wrist, piercing his skin and drawing blood. Shocked and in pain, Ethan looks up, but Richard is already walking away, leaving him behind. In the present, Ethan sits with Xantha, quietly telling her he's decided not to accept Regina's offer. But Xantha refuses to let him hide behind her. She tells him firmly not to use her as an excuse. Ethan, shaken but calm, assures her he isn't. He's simply trying to protect her, to change their lives without risking hers. Xantha looks at him, resolute. She tells him to take the chance. She believes in him and in their future. With quiet confidence, she says she knows they'll meet again. Later, Ethan stands on top of a building, staring at the city below. He tries to pry off the strange device Richard had once locked to his wrist, but it won't budge. As he struggles, a wave of memories crashes over him, a flashback of his childhood, his pain, his father, and everything that led him to this moment. That night, Ethan lies awake, unable to sleep. He gently runs his fingers through Xantha's hair, the weight of goodbye pressing down on him. A silent ache fills him. He fears this may be the last time he ever sees her. Quietly, he gets out of bed, writes her a note, and leaves it by her side before slipping out of the room. What he doesn't know is that Xantha is awake. Tears stream down her face, but she stays still, letting him go. Meanwhile, Ethan walks into Regina's office with resolve in his eyes. He tells her he'll take the deal, on one condition. She must give the first dose of the cure to Xantha. Regina agrees without hesitation. Inside the lab, Billy gives Ethan a final briefing. He warns him that the landing location is unpredictable. He could end up in the mountains, the ocean, or anywhere in between. Ethan clearly doesn't like the uncertainty, but he steps into the machine anyway, determined. Billy then introduces him to a robotic device named Archie, designed to guide him and assist with research during the mission. As final preparations are made, Jude approaches Ethan, gives him a firm look, and says, "I'll see you soon." He